Thank you, and we are back with another Throwback Thursday. Joining us is Lori Kent with the Local Lou podcast.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, we talked a little bit about RF Pettigrew last week, and I wanted to kind of dive back in there because I'm researching him for some upcoming episodes, and so this is one where, okay, right away I have to say, you know, I don't think that grave robbing's cool. And
no, probably not.
Yeah, and I also don't like desecrating ancient burial grounds. So,
don't
like,
do that, yeah.
Putting that out there.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes there are two sides to a coin. Sometimes there's more to the story. But I just wanted to preface it with that. Mm-hmm. So we're going to head to Good Earth State Park, which is a huge state park that borders South Dakota and Iowa. It's right here in Sioux Falls. It's really close. Hop in your car, 10 minutes from now, you're at Good Earth. And it's this beautiful space. And so Pettigrew, when he moves to Sioux Falls area, like 1869, 1870, he ends up telling a brother of his, Frank. Frank is actually RF Pettigrew, so Richard Franklin Pettigrew, he goes by Frank, and his brother is Fred. So Fred and Frank, the brothers, end up in this area together. And they have, they're both really ambitious guys. Like, you know, Frank RF, he goes on to be a senator, and his brother ends up being a judge. So these guys are definitely go-getters. That being said, in their downtime, they also are amateur archaeologists. And so they end up at what is now considered a sacred site of Blood Run. And what's interesting about it, and you know, there's so much history at Good Earth, we'll have to go back there and really dive into the indigenous history and get an understanding of just how many generations and thousands of people occupied this area. It's fascinating. But by 1750, this area is then deserted because of westward expansion, because of that first wave of genocide against Native Americans. And so this is fresh history at that point. We're talking about the 1880s. This history is only like 100 years old, and the Pettigrew boys are out there digging some of it up. Now, again, are they grave robbing? I guess I consider it that, but they are also mapping all of this, which is fascinating. They aren't just digging things up and taking them for themselves, which they are doing, but they're also cataloging and mapping these things. This ends up being a huge deal because within the next couple years, that most of these burial mounds are plowed over. They are gone because of progress, because of agriculture, because of railroads, because of all these things. And so if the Pettigrew brothers had not gone out there and mapped this, we wouldn't have a full understanding of what Fred Pettigrew ends up calling the Silent City. And so it is a beautiful piece of that history that we are able to recreate some of these dwellings based on his drawings. Wow. And so you can go to Good Earth and you can walk into one of these dwellings that they have based upon his drawings. So again, there's two sides to this coin, and it's really fascinating how the visitor center really celebrates Pettigrew's map. And so to kind of wrap it up, like, there is a cool way that you can kind of spend a day in Sioux Falls for free. Yeah. Like, if you have a Parks Pass, go out there, and if you don't, you can rent one from the library. Oh. So grab one at the library, head out to Good Earth State Park, soak in that history at the visitor center, go for a walk on the trails, and then when you drop your pass back off at the library, if you choose the downtown one, you're only a couple blocks away from the Pettigrew home. Head over there, also free, and you can see some of the artifacts that are from that site right at the Pettigrew home. Wow. So you've just spent like a whole day getting to know Sioux Falls, some of our culture and history for free.
Yeah, and it's going to be good for that this weekend.
Absolutely, definitely, yeah. Good. Enjoy that weather.
Yeah, great recommendations. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's so cool just to see, like, the writing is still so, you know, preserved, and it's
amazing. Right, yeah. It's so cool. They've blown up the maps, and so you can really see them, and it's really cool, the detail. Yeah. It's great.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And stick around. We have more after the break.